why you feel stuck as an adult piano player, and how to unstuck yourself effectively. You can use the three main pillars which I will deconstruct in this particular video, which will drastically improve your memory quality, your tension while playing, your confidence while performing, and in general your understanding of piano practice journey. Imagine that I try to learn the new piece. I think you're used to repetition, like your only weapon in order to achieve your final goal. Is it really effective though? I would say yes. In any domain of human knowledge or skills, the repetition is the core of your potential success. But you have to understand what does it really mean and how to repeat correctly using the three main leverages of your musical piano journey. In my Astrapiano Academy, I personally call it body pillar, brain pillar, i.e. mind pillar, and emotional pillar. So when you effectively combine all the three pillars, you will be able to play like a pro, even if you're a beginner or an intermediate player. It doesn't matter because you have to understand the system of the practice and the logic of the practice in general. How can you practice this particular piece from the body perspective? So first of all, you have to relax your entire hand, i.e. your wrist, your elbow and your shoulder, in order to transfer in your weight, your hand weight, very effective. Inside the key, you have to be relaxed. Because when you are stiff, when you are tight, it will be not possible to be free, especially in your mind. So you are relaxing your hands and you try to play each particular note with a lot of weight on each separate note. It could seem like an exaggeration, and it is an exaggeration. But while you're practicing, you can exaggerate this particular body aspect. Because after some time of practicing, it will integrate in your body and you will feel yourself pretty comfortable. And of course, don't try to rush your tempo. Play it super ultra slow from the beginning in order to maintain the right movements and the right notes. Because if you try to rush it, if you try to play it faster, if you try to play your piece from the beginning to the end, it will not be very useful for you. Because you will remember and you will maintain the incorrect movements. After some time, you will ought to somehow improve these movements and relearn it once again. So you will waste a lot of time. And you as an adult, your time is precious because you have a lot of other things to do and your piano journey is just some segment of your life. Maybe your hobby, maybe you want to connect your life with piano playing, or you just have some sort of musical aspirations. But you want to save your time. And as an adult, you have this superpower. You are able to focus and to be very conscious how you transfer your time while practicing. So first of all, you transfer your attention at this body aspect. You try to play every single note relaxed. And basically I'm using very profound techniques which I have collected since my university years, since my musical college. So 20 plus years of my musical experience, I just collected and organized in this very useful for everyone Astrapiano playing system. So I can understand your struggle and I want you to choose the right path from the beginning. So don't rush, play slowly, play with a lot of weight and attention to each separate note. After this, you have to switch your attention at your cognitive layer or brain layer. So how to memorize more effectively? Because yes, you can play freely up by now. You're much more familiar with some phrases or entire piece. Maybe you can even sight read effectively or play by ear. It doesn't matter. But you have to remember your piece. You have to remember it step by step using the most effective methods, because it's one of the main reasons why you feel yourself stuck and uncomfortable while playing. Even for yourself. I'm not talking about some audience. For the audience, it will be even worse because you will have more anxiety. In order to play confidently for yourself and don't have any memory slips in the future, you have to use very simple technique. While you're practicing, while you're trying to memorize, take only one tiny fragment, 1 bar or half a bar or 2 bars. In the future, you will be able to prolong this distance, to prolong this fragment, but at the beginning, you have to take one tiny fragment. In this particular case, that's enough. You can even make it shorter. After you decided what tiny fragment will you practice, you have to repeat it 7 times. There is the rule of 7 repetition, because your short-term memory, in order to switch your new information in your long-term memory, you have to first of all load it up in your short-term memory. And your short-term memory has only 7 megabytes, so to speak, of RAM memory. So you can save only 7 elements. In our case, we can remember 7 different repetitions and we can improve through these 7 repetitions. But if you want to play more, it will not be effective. If you have your practice session, for example, one practice session per day, half an hour or 1 hour, you repeat each tiny segment only 7 times. But once again, how you will repeat it? You have to repeat it with a lot of attention to the details and with different intention while each new repetition. So don't try to mindlessly repeat it. You have repeated with the right weight, the right movement of your hand. It's good enough. It's the first repetition. But the second repetition, you can switch your focus, for example, on each separate line, melodic line, or on your bass line. So in this repetition, I just transferred my attention and my weight to my right hand, because it is my melodic line. The third repetition, I can switch my attention on the bass line. Harmony. You can be creative with this repetition process, but if you want your personal piano roadmap or you're just stuck in some routine, you can check my Personal Piano Video Diagnostic, and in addition to this, you will have my special Astrapiano practice routine. After this cognitive exercise, brain exercise, you have activated the different types of your memory. And only after this, you will feel yourself pretty much confident in order to add the new layer, your emotional layer. What's your emotional layer all about? The ability of manifesting your intention. You have some musical intention. It depends on your character, it depends on your personal attention to this particular musical piece, and it depends on the piece itself. How can you express your emotions practically? Because it's the last goal of your piano practice, of your piece practicing. You want to play it, and you want to play it with the right set of emotions. You want to express something. You can do it through these 3 main layers. First, through your touch, through your sound. Second, through your tempo, through the variation in your tempo. You can make it more fast or slower. And through your dynamic. You can make it louder, so make this crescendo, or diminuendo. Combination of these 3 factors will allow you to express your emotions. But you have to have this very strict intention, what you want to say with this particular phrase. If I want to express the feeling of sadness or reflection, what I will do? I will play it softly. I will not play it like if I want to make it even more plausible, I can work with my tempo. So I can make a little bit of ritardando or accelerando. So I can speed up or slow it down. And of course, I can make the dynamics changes. This type of experimentations, it's not all about your intention or your feelings. There is some rules and some laws inside the music, some harmony, some harmonic patterns, which can slightly rearrange your direction. We will not go through this deep in this video. I just wanted you to understand the whole concept. So the body, your mind, your brain, your memory, and your emotional core. Only combining all of these three layers, first of all, you will be able not to be bored while playing, because it's very ubiquitous problem. You just get bored. You try to play, yes, you try to repeat it, but after 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month of practicing, you just give up because it's boring. You don't have time. You don't have enough motivation. But you can create this motivation if you understand the whole picture. You will be able to practice creatively. And second, you will be able to play like a pro, and it doesn't matter. You can even play some difficult pieces, which are much more harder than your current level. Why? Because you're practicing in the right way. You will practice in these tiny fragments, and unless your tiny fragment is polished and perfect and you tried it with different variations, you wait. Yes, it will be a little bit slower, so to speak, but it will be with a lot of quality and interest, and you will be engaged in this process with your entire body, with your soul also. So I hope this video was useful for you piano players. Once again, if you want to have your personal roadmap, or you don't want how to start your piano journey, if you're a complete beginner, you want to have some advanced technique, or you want to understand your bottleneck, what holds you back, you can always check my Personal Piano Video Diagnostic. Thank you for your attention. If this video was useful for you, you can always smash this like button for me. I wish you good luck in your piano journey. See you soon.